Sometimes you may be thinking of Allah's tasks or activities before the creation of the universe. Not only the atheists, but the Muslims switch to this question too, that what was Allah Jalla Jalaluhu doing before creation? In order to bring yourself in a positive conclusion, first you should know about the concept of time. That what is the nature of time? In a common sense, we think the time is the same for all, but science says the time is relative, meaning that it differs from one person to another.
It really forms the basis for the way we understand much of the way nature works.
These effects, which used to be considered sort of obscure and very small, are very in your face with today's technology.
According to Einstein's theory of relativity, there is the relation between time and space.
Einstein unified the idea of space with the idea of time into this four-dimensional structure called space-time.
For a better understanding of the theory, I want to give an example. Suppose that I walk from one place to another, and it will take 1 hour for me to reach the destination. But what if I ride towards the destination by bike? Let's say it will take 30 minutes. As much as my speed is faster, time passes slower for me. Now suppose that I travel by an airplane at a constant speed. It may take 30 seconds. But if I travel by a speed of light, which is the fastest speed in nature, then it would take me 1,000,000 of a second. Therefore, if the speed is ultimate speed, then for sure time would be 0. So such a speed is belonging to no one and nothing except Allah Jalla Jalaluhu.
ثم ردوا إلى الله مولاهم الحق ألا له الحكم وهو أسرع الحاسبين.
In this verse, Allah chooses the word Asra, means the swiftest, not swift or swifter, but the swiftest. So for Allah Jalla Jalaluhu, time is 0 because He is the absolute in speed. It means time is not passing for Him. In other words, time is the creator of Allah Jalla Jalaluhu, and it is impossible for the creator to be bounded by his creature. It is we who feel the passage of time, because we are bounded by time. So the words before, now, or after are all concerned with time. And when there is no passage of time for Allah Jalla Jalaluhu, then there is no before or after for Him. That's why we cannot say what was Allah doing before creation. Remember, it is we that feel the passage of time, as a flowing river towards the future, and that is why we have no access to our past and any knowledge of the future.
In our day-to-day lives, we experience time as a continuous flow, but it can also be useful to think of time as a series of snapshots or moments. And everything that happens can be thought of as the unfolding of moment after moment after moment. And if we picture all moments or snapshots lined up, every moment here on Earth, every moment of Earth orbiting the Sun, and every moment throughout the entire universe, we would see every event that has ever happened or will ever happen.
Every location in space and each and every moment in time.
From the birth of our universe at the Big Bang, some 14 billion years ago, to the formation of stars in the Milky Way galaxy, to the creation of Earth 4.5 billion years ago, to the time of the dinosaurs,
To events happening on Earth today, like me, working in my office. Thinking about space-time like this led Einstein to overturn our everyday picture of past, present, and future.
You can see that everything is on its own place. The past is not gone and the future is already there, not for us but for our Creator, because time for Him is stopped. That is why Allah Jalla Jalaluhu knows our future, and everything from the past is recorded by Him. Some people may ask, if there is no passage of time for Allah Jalla Jalaluhu, then why He mentioned in many verses that I have created the heavens and the earth in 6 days? Or any other questions like this. It is mentioned only for us to have a measure of account for time. For example, in Surah Al-Fussilat, it is stated about the creation of the earth in 2 days. But in Surah Al-A'raf, it is stated about the creation of the whole universe in 6 days. By comparing these two verses, we can easily know that the earth is 3 times younger than the whole universe, because 6 divided by 2 equals 3, and this is what the latest discoveries talks about. The latest discoveries are telling us that the whole universe has begun to exist 13.5 billion years ago, and the earth is created 4.5 billion years ago. 13.5 divided by 4.5 equals 3. Today's science is also telling us that the earth is 3 times younger than the whole universe. Allah Jalla Jalaluhu knows the best.
Just as we think of all of space as being out there, we should think of all of time as being out there too. Everything that has ever happened or will happen, it all exists.
From Leonardo da Vinci laying the final brushstroke on the Mona Lisa, to the signing of the Declaration of Independence, to your first day at school, to events that from our perspective are yet to happen, like the first humans landing on Mars. With this bold insight, Einstein shattered one of the most basic concepts of how we experience time: the distinction between past, present, and future.